Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we are here for our weekly angel reading for October the 11th through the 17th, 2021. So, before we begin, I would just like to welcome everyone back this week and also welcome anyone who's new to the Angel School community in this channel. So just make a few announcements about what has happened so far this week. So a lot of videos probably came out sort of together, almost together at the same time or within days. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully it's not information overload. But I hope you've been able to watch them in an order that would be useful. So first of all, the monthly general reading for the monthly angel readings were published, or it was published on I think Thursday of this week, and hopefully you watched that first, and then last night I published all of the 12 angel scope videos for each zodiac sign. And I know some people follow several of them, as they may also want to take a peek at their moon sign as in addition to their sun sign, and also their rising sign. So however you're using them to assist you, all of them should now be posted and readily available to you. And again, just before we go ahead and get into the reading, I'd just like to make you aware also of the special offer angel reading for the month of October that is still available. As I'm just, tell the angels guide me differently about the consequences of the pandemic on each of us financially. I'm going to make that still available to you if it suits your needs or assists you in any way in being able to have a reading with me. I always advocate for readings with me that you feel called to do so, because it's in every case the alignment of the session is so perfectly balanced in the sense between myself and the person I'm doing the reading for. There's never a session where there is not spiritual growth on both sides. And one of the things that many people may not realize until they come to a session with me, that this is a session with your higher self. So your higher self has an enormous and incredible experience of incredible experiences and incredible wisdom throughout those experiences, wherever you have sojourned throughout the universe, throughout time and space for lifetimes. And so it's a real honor to connect in with the mastery of your ascended souls. And so I always, without fail, learn an incredible amount. It may sound as though I'm the one given all the the knowledge and wisdom, and that I hold it, but it is actually your higher self that holds that wisdom, and our higher selves are having a conversation, and I'm just facilitating that conversation. So when I hear things, even in this reading, and this is now a collective of all of our higher selves, all of you who show up, I call all of you in, your higher selves and your ascension teams. And now this is a collective. So when I say I'm hearing and receiving advice as I'm doing it, and the sparks that go off it makes it really almost difficult to stay with it, because it's so delicious. It's so, for lack of a better word, sorry, but it's very orgasmic. And so it's the most elevated experience that I've probably had in my entire life. And so it's a true honor um, to work with you. And so if you feel that calling, um, and that's why I say that, because the two of us are both going to be um, just truly enlightened, for lack of a better word. It's very inspirational. And that calling has a purpose behind it for both of us. So I've been offering my half-hour reading of $77, and I've extended it for 1 full hour. And so for the month of October, and you would just go to my webpage, theangelschool.com/services, and there's a link below the video in the description area. And you would just select the half-hour reading as it's normally written, and within 24 hours on the first business day, I will be sending you a confirmation email noting the special offer for 1 full hour. And we're in Mercury retrograde until the 18th, so like we have one more week of that. And I would just ask everybody, when you get the email, just respond and confirm that you've received it right away. You can take your time, getting your availability. The instructions about how to set up your appointment are in the email. If you follow it, and pay attention to the starting dates that I say that I have availability, and everything will go smoothly. But we do have to be aware of electronics. I've definitely been seeing some crazy stuff with Instagram and Facebook that happened last week, so at the beginning of the retrograde. So I just want to make sure there's no loss or failure in communication. All right. And as always, you can also follow the daily card messages if you haven't, or you're not aware of it, especially if you're new to the channel. There are daily card messages that I write Monday through Friday. They're posted on this channel and on my Facebook page as well. So you will find a link to my Facebook page below. And one last thing I want to get I'm thinking about not completely changing the name of my channel, but I'm thinking about just shifting it a little bit. It will remain the Angel School, but I'm thinking about the name, the Hierophant of the Angel School. And so let me know what you think about that. I trying to do something with the Instagram as well, because someone else had taken my name that I've had for a long time, and they haven't used it at all. And I haven't used mine either because I'm not quite sure what to do with Instagram. But anyway, I'll figure it out. Somebody has given me advice at one time, one of the clients, but I'll figure it out. And I may just do another channel here on YouTube with that name to see in terms of the algorithms, and also just because that name that has been coming to me, because I do use tarot and to connect with the angels, and so it's something I want to been thinking about. But let me know what your thoughts are. And so let's take a deep breath and connect in with the love within your heart chakra. And just allow yourself to feel your heart chakra open towards you as you place your attention there. And they're showing me sort of a cup, like in the Ace of Cups, this huge chalice, very ornate and it has a feeling of um, gold, laced in gold, like gold lace with white pearl. And the energy that is flowing from this cup is this beautiful white light. And it's sort of almost like a misty spring. Sort of with rainbow energy just sort of from this water flowing, sort of, but it's like a mist. And the mist is just pouring over into everything and everywhere. And breathe in this gentle mist, and you feel it in your nostril, and feel it awaken your sense of smell and all of your senses, your third eye, and your crown chakra. And they're showing me a beautiful tree that's sort of shaped like an umbrella, flowing over high above this cup. This sense of you being safe here, feeling safe and feeling loved. And the oxygen is so pure and high that it every time you breathe in, it totally elevates your consciousness, and you feel inspired, and your creativity of fresh ideas and perspective about your life starts to flood your soul and your heart and your mind, and your body receives a renewal of energy. And what I'm kind of getting a sense of, and it's showing me a third eye, of a new intuitive awareness for you this week. A new intuitive awareness. And it sparks your, sparks creativity, ideas, and new creative ideas for you. And they're writing the angel number 9, then 99, then 599. So 9, we'll just do them all. 9 says, get to work, light worker, now. The number 9 means that you've completed all the prerequisites to achieve your life purpose. Stop procrastinating, as it's time to start taking action steps. Even baby steps are useful. And I get a sense with this Ace of Cups imagery that some new opportunity is about to unfold, right? About to envelop you, and a passion, and something that you're passionate about. You're going to become incredibly focused and passionate about something all of a sudden, or something that's been on your mind, and you gain this sort of momentum and clarity to really embrace it with all of your heart, so that there's no longer any division, but pure unity within you. And you are going to feel, they're writing the word manifest, you're going to feel very strongly about manifesting this. It's like you're going to get this in your, it's like getting something stuck in your claw, and you just can't get it. You can't let it go until you get it, you deal with it. And so it's going to be this sort of a sense that you're going to really not be able to let this go until you bring it about. And it's going to be sloppy, but it's going to be delightful and pleasurable to you. And you're going to really feel like this is what you were meant to do. And that everything else was just a distraction. It's just something like that. It's like you wake up and you realize, okay, I've been playing around, but no more of this playing around. The next number is 99. It says, the spirit world has an urgent message for you. Get to work on your divine life purpose now. Ask the spirit world to help you with motivation, clarity, direction, and anything else you need. And the thing is as you take the baby steps, then the clarity starts to come. The direction is, you're waiting, but it's until you put yourself out there is when it unfolds for you and it becomes clearer to you. All right, and the last message is 599. And I just saw the word Luna, so it's for moon. So it tell you to pay attention to the moon cycles and work with those frequencies. It says, this message urges you to change your thoughts and actions so that your time is completely devoted to fully fulfilling your divine life purpose, which involves an issue that is near and dear to your heart. Okay, which is what we're just saying. It's going to be something you're very passionate about. But you've got to change your thoughts and your actions. And gosh, something came to me yesterday and I just can't remember. But, I think came up in one of the videos, but we don't waste your energy worrying about what could go wrong. Focus on what is possible. Even if it's just a facet of your purpose or your plan, focus on that. If that facet is all that's accessible to you in this moment and that feels possible to you, focus on that. Put everything into making it come a reality, and then you'll see what will unfold from there. They wrote the word repetitive, and this is something that has been just sort of eating at you, keeps coming to you, and you keep ignoring it, meaning you keep finding excuses. And the reason why it keeps coming, because there really aren't any excuses, and the excuses that you're using are good. They're good enough to make you, doubt yourself, but they're not good enough to cause the universe to say, yeah, okay, I agree with you. All right, so the universe doesn't want you to give up because you don't really want to give up on it. And the universe knows this is what's going to make you happy. And you have already, and you know that deep within, but you're scared that maybe you're going to fail, or that you're not really worthy of the happiness, that you're not going to be, adequate in some way, that you won't live up to your expectations or the expectations of what you want. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the archangel that we're working with for this month and go ahead and get into the cards. Interesting. All right, so it's the Archangel Azrael, and this message is a hello message from heaven. And the card says, Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. The thought that's coming to me is that you're wondering if you can move on. Can you? And I get a feeling it's about something that you may think that your loved one, you want their permission to make this change, maybe leaving behind something that meant so much to the both of you, or it could be about a relationship, but I feel like it's something about you making a change in your life. And it could be that you're thinking about moving, or that you this was something that you were going to do together, and now you can't do it together, and you're feeling the need for their permission to move on. And this is your loved one's sign to you that it's okay, and that they're elated for you. They're elated for you in every way possible. They want you to be happy. They want you to live your life for yourself now, because they're with you, and they're going to be able to enjoy. They're enjoying watching you grow. The one thing they don't want is for any reason for you to use them as an excuse not to be happy and to have something that you would have wanted that maybe they didn't want when they were here. But they want you to have whatever it is that would make you happy. And that's the confirmation I'm getting, that if you're looking for permission from them, they're all for it. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the cards that are coming up for the week. All right, so we have the Hierophant card. I always love this card because she has this one eye open and one eye looking closed. And that's a sense of looking within, as she's observing the world, from the inner world. And so she's making sure that life is in balance between her spiritual inner planes and the outer. And this is a time to pay attention. I don't know why I saw the word spiritual laws, okay? So right now it's really important for you to really up your spiritual practice. And that is to say, whether you journal, or if you have daily draws, if it's, you practice your music, because any of these things can keep you really connected to your higher self. And keep writing something astrological, writing the word astrological in front of me, and success. And so there is, I'm not quite sure right now because I'm not an astrologist, but what's going on with the planets. I know that there's a moon in Libra. I know we're in the time of Libra, but there's something about, making sure that the spiritual laws are in balance. So making sure that whatever it is that you're dedicating yourself to, and especially if it's something that you've been rooted in, making sure that that is in alignment with your soul, with your heart. Making sure, and we may need to make some adjustments in our core beliefs and values and some of our traditions and practices. This might be a time to reevaluate them and to expand them, to open up to practices that fuel the energy and that you currently need to keep you at the level of where you're going, okay, at the level of this new awareness that you're having. So don't be afraid to make those internal adjustments, like they were talking about before, about the thoughts and ideas. So you may need to really look at your internal or your core beliefs, values, and your practices and traditions, as they may need to expand. But expand within the context of your spiritual alignment, and they just wrote the word clarity. So if there's confusion, because the angel number five, or the number five rather, deals with disruption, change. So, if something's distorted, or like something's not clear, don't ignore that. There is an important lesson there for you in that. So this card also would deal with maybe the spiritual lessons that you might be working through at this time, especially around your spiritual beliefs, your faith. And so it's time to examine them and to update them, for lack of a better word, so that you can continue to develop in the ways that you need to spiritually. All right, let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week. And we have the Knight of Cups. And, the Knight of Cups, and again, we're going back to that image of the Ace of Cups that we had. And your soul is on a search or mission for what fulfills you. Because the Knight is looking to fill his cup with the right relationship, the right career, the right environment, the right home, whatever it is that you're seeking right now, and that you're really passionate about it, and it's something that you just can't, won't let go of you. Really, really seek that out, right? And it's, and this might, again, create some changes in your core belief, like just the idea here where, these cards, the Hierophant usually represents this sort of fixed kind of, institution, right? Where it has its traditions, it's very rooted. And here right beside it, we have a knight that's showing that all the knights are always on their horse because they're about movement and seeking something out. They leave the establishment in order to find something that they're looking for, because they have all the knights have a clear purpose. And all the knights are part air, plus they are the element of their sign. So they represent this air element of travel, communication, and new ideas, right? So he's being motivated by an idea, and his heart is filled with this idea, and he must follow it. He must complete this part of himself. And they write in the word faith, and you have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in your heart now, as the Knight of Cups would, and would do whatever it takes to find this fulfilling purpose. Now let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. Whoa. So here we have the Three of Swords. And, this gives a sense of, just from this card, just looking at it, is always, pain right to the heart. So these three swords, and the number 3 in numerology is about expansion and, giving birth to something, creativity, creation. And so it always appears that there's something with this card that's blocking that. And so it looks like there's a block here, possibly a painful experience that has been stunting your growth, that has been stopping you from fulfilling your purpose. And maybe you feel somehow stuck, and it's almost like stuck between a rock and a hard place. And what that hard place might be are these core beliefs and ideas. And that's what the angel number 599 was, asking us to do. And if it has anything to do with the something in terms of, a loved one, and the pain and loss of that loved one, and you are allowing yourself you're holding on in some way, whether it's regrets or you're feeling guilty, you feel like you need permission, you can't give yourself permission to move on, to live your life. Okay? So that number, again, let's look at that. It says the message urges you to change your thoughts and actions so that your time is completely devoted to fulfilling your divine life purpose, which involves an issue that is near and dear to your heart. And it just gets pointed out here, with this card here. You need to focus on what's near and dear to your heart. And it could be that there is a new love in your life, and whether that's a person or a new life somewhere else. Okay. But just looking at these two cards, I keep thinking about the Hierophant, can sometimes be related to marriage, because of course we need a priest to marry you, right? So if there is or a spiritual leader or ordained person, and so it just gives me this sense and this connection here that could be something around this. But the thing is that you need to, only you can take these swords out of your heart. You have to let go. You have to forgive yourself. Okay? And let that go. There's also a sense of that, learning. This is like growing pains of this card, right? So you grow through the heartache. This is a card of growing pains. And so that means that there's a really important lesson that you need to work through personally yourself. And when you face that, now is the time to confront it. Why? Because it's hindering your growth. And you are probably very aware of what that is. And the angels are asking you to trust them, to know that you are not alone. Now, in this card, we normally see, and with all the other suits, first of all, the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, you see a team of friends and a team of colleagues. And, so although you don't see a team here, but this is a card that's also reminding you that your angels, your team is around you at this very moment, but they need you to let them in. And this might be like a dark night of the soul for you, but you are still surrounded by light and love. And so if you call upon the angels to help you to work through that that pain or that regret or that guilt, that they will shine healing light into your heart, which will help you to become aware of what it is that you're doing that is working against you. So the Archangel Raphael is coming through right now. And he's asking you to give him permission to heal your third eye chakra. And you say, why the third eye chakra? Because your perspective is what needs to heal and needs to change in order for you to be set free. And he's just asking you to relax. And he's asking you, he wrote the word name, he's asking you to call aloud or to yourself the name of the persons that you're either that you feel they've hurt you and they've moved on or transitioned. And I just saw the name Matthew. So I don't know if that, for anyone who's watching, and saw it very clearly. So just have to put it out there. And or there's someone who's still living, but you haven't seen them in a long time, and they're like dead to you in a sense because of something that happened in a relationship. Let that go. And you're not letting go. They're not trying to get you to forget what happened, to excuse the person for their actions, but what they're trying to do is help you to change how you see yourself and the rest of the world. Because if you see yourself in any way, for example, as a victim in this situation, whether someone who was taken advantage of, or someone who was an easy target, then this colors your entire reality. And this is what's holding you back. It's holding you back. Because your world is devoid of any opportunities. But just know that even in your darkest hour, and you're focused on all the negative, every time you go into one of those negative places, and we try to ignore our higher self, but we become even clearer about what we deserve, about the positive aspects of life, and all the things that we would hope for or prize that could make us happy. We always daydream when we're really low. We daydream about what would be good, what would be possible. We just get really depressed because we say to ourselves, well, that could just never happen. But it wouldn't come to you if it was not a possibility for you. And what you have to remember is that what is for you cannot pass you by. It is there waiting for you to see it and to shift your perspective. So when Archangel Raphael now touches your third eye chakra, and it's like a crystal ball, and just see if you can see this clear crystal ball, this beautiful crystal ball, so that when you look into it, you can see your future and your present and your past with optimal clarity and love. And as you try to do this, Archangel Raphael pours his emerald green light, so that this clear crystal does always have this, the ascended third eye, the fifth dimensional third eye is what we're talking about, has this emerald green coloring to it. And now Archangel Raphael is pouring in his emerald green light to heal any scars, emotional scars that has shattered your perspective and your vision of your reality based on your truth. And Archangel Jophiel is also coming in, and he works with your crown chakra. And the angel number 500 is what she is showing me. And he's the Archangel of Wisdom. And it says your renewed spiritual devotion has connected you to God's infinite wisdom. Follow God's guidance to make healthy changes in your life. And so Archangel Raphael is now touching the 1,000 petals of your crown chakra, which is in the 5th dimensional chakra is a pale yellow. And your crown chakra is a communication center to Source and the universe, to God and your angels. And you might feel or sense a pressure, and you might feel almost this sort of, or hear sort of a sonic kind of shower that is clearing your crown chakra, clearing your connection to God, so that God's pure love and light of clarity and enlightenment will always shine through you. And you can feel this energy pouring down into your heart, as if it's filling now that chalice of your soul. And this light creates this beautiful pink aura as that cup now turns to a beautiful pink spray. And breathe in this pink yellow, very light, very pale yellow, sort of it reminds you of pink lemonade. And breathe this into your aura, into your lungs, into your brain, into your spinal cord, into your nervous system, your digestive system. Breathe it into your physical heart. And writing the word justice, and what this makes me understand is that now you will have clearer discernment of love, and that is to say, the choices of life that are the fulfillment of love, which puts you in connection to the energy of the Knight of Cups, they're saying. And they want you to really tap in to the Knight's heart and his energy as someone who not only seeks love, but also wishes to spread love wherever he goes. And it's not this holy grail that he's actually seeking for, because the love of God is in every person, in every situation. And the Knight of Cups journey is to seek it out in everyone that he encounters, to drink from the holy cup of love within them, to tap into that, to connect with them. And there may be people from your past or in your current life that you can find that connection, but it's there. You can't force it, you can't push it. You have to accept that they may not be ready, and that's okay. But you can find it within them without intruding on their free will, but just by the awareness. See it. You don't have to communicate it or get in their space. Just see it. And if you see it in them, you will shine like a brilliant sun and a mirror, that every time they see you, they will see themselves as they're truly meant to be seen. And there are unicorns which are coming through right now. And boy, we're getting very close to the end. We have to stop. But the unicorns are with you, and they're touching you, and they're helping you to see love in everyone in every situation. And they ask you to get up on their back and let them ride you so that you look like the Knight of Cups here, but this is a pure white unicorn with a beautiful horn of light. And they will touch everyone else's third eye chakra, including your own, so that perspective is clear. And the card that I pulled already from the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, which is our card for the month. And literally, it was our card for the month, and it also just represents the month in the tarot. And so the Wheel of Fortune here, what a beautiful card. And this is about a transformation for you in this week, a very important transformation that is unfolding. This week is a turning point. This is the turning point week for you. So just be open to love. Seek love in everything and everyone. The Holy Grail is in front of you. There are many of them, and they're always present. And if you start with yourself in that mirror and everyone else, and you will not feel that your journey is a long one to finding love, to finding fulfillment in your purpose and your career, to finding whatever it is that you seek to bring that would satisfy you. This change in perspective, and so it's interesting, we have 5 and then the 10 here. And letting go of forgiveness, letting go of what we think are loved ones who've moved past on, letting our hearts heal. This is a turning point for us in this week. When we seek love, love heals our heart automatically. I'm not saying not to avoid the grieving process. You will grieve automatically, but it will be a healthy grieving. It's healthy to miss someone who has passed, or it's healthy to mourn a loss of something. It's not healthy to be stuck, to be inhibited by it. And this turning point is available to you in this week. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful, beautiful week. God bless you.